to me why we don't have news coverage on what's going on in Oahu, Hawaii, bro? Like, I showed you guys what happened to Maui, but Oahu, oh my God.
Não luta, para. Não luta, parou.
Tom! Come on, boy. Good boy, buddy.
But the reindeers was doing this whole vortex walk as well too. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? There was some ducks up in China doing the vortex walk as well too, bro. All I'm saying is this has been happening periodically. What are the animals telling us?
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. And I see all the comments. Y'all be saying like, bro, you so consistent. Bro, you stay coming with the heat. Bro, I'm going to just say it like this. When you love to do something, you don't consider it work. I said that before. And also, my mom's always taught us growing up, me and my sister. She raised us to have a mindset of we all F up when we think we got time. And we don't got time. So, if you got time to put some work in, put that work in. Don't sit around. Don't chill. Grind. Put that work in. Put that information out. Do what you're supposed to be doing. And that's how I look at what I'm doing right now with these videos. Put that work in, bro. Stay consistent. So, take that type of mindset and run with it as well. Using it and apply it to anything that is useful in your life. It's my opinion. What's y'all thoughts, man? I love y'all collective again. You already know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
It would start pouring rain on our walk. Hey, sister. Oh!
Your million-acre fire has been burning through Nebraska, if you didn't know. Literally the size of Rhode Island, and I've been noticing zero media coverage on it. Every camera, every reporter, every headline is pointed at the Middle East. Fire is approaching 1 million acres, one of the largest in U.S. history. And I just want you to think about this when considering this fire being in Nebraska, okay? Before we get to that, I just want you to think about this. Massive wildfires in Nebraska are threatening to slow efforts to rebuild the U.S. cattle herd as key grazing land in one of the nation's top beef-producing states has been destroyed. Fires fueled by high winds have burned roughly 75,000 acres of pasture, removing a critical feed source for tens of thousands of cattle, according to state officials. Loss of grassland is expected to delay herd expansion plans, even as producers have been encouraged by historically strong cattle prices. You see where I'm going here? Now think about this. Nebraska just so happens to sit on top of the Ogallala Aquifer, which just so happens to be the largest underground water source in America. Ogallala supplies 30% of all irrigation water used in U.S. agriculture. Think about this. While oil prices go up, fertilizer costs skyrocket. If shipping is interrupted, then grain exports also stall. This is happening during the biggest geopolitical crisis in 50 years. And you really think it's a coincidence?
Man, prayers to Nebraska and Hawaii.
Latina actress interview where an inmate claims that Carmen Salinas is worse than Epstein himself. The topic came up on this podcast Penitencia, where Beto, who's been incarcerated for the last 18 years, made some pretty shocking allegations According to him, at just 9 years old, he was allegedly hired to befriend children and gain their trust, only to lure them away and sell them to politicians and other powerful people around the world. He claims that these children are used specifically for satanic rituals in Catemaco, Veracruz. And for those who don't know, Catemaco is basically referred to as the witchcraft capital of Mexico, a place where rituals for money, power, and fame are performed. They say black masses take place here, and the people attending are very wealthy and influential. And over the years, different celebrities have allegedly been rumored to come here to harvest. But anyways, during the interview, he calls out Carmen Salinas by her name, saying she was the one buying these kids. And if you're Latino, then you definitely know who he's talking about. She was an actress, comedian, producer, and even a politician later in her life. She appeared in over 100 films, novelas, and theater productions, so yeah, she's very well known. She did pass away in 2021 after complications from a stroke, so there's no way for her to defend herself. You know what, at this point, I believe that anything could be a possibility. Rituals and secret societies have existed for hundreds of years. I truly believe that all of them are in on it. Have you guys heard about this? Did you guys watch that crazy ass podcast? Let me know in the comments.
Do you remember the day you were born?
No, but I remember when the earth would open and I crawled out of hell.
What y'all doing if y'all kids say that?
Just why? Here we go again on more distraction news. Tyler Creator being himself the zest monster he is, man. I swear we living in a zest apocalypse. It's like every time you look, it's some zesty shit going on. Like it's not children around. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better, family. We got to protect our children, protect our energy, protect us more, man, because they just turning up with their evil demonic shit, man. But on funnel grave, shit is crazy, man. Just why?
You could tell Damson Idris was not feeling. He was uncomfortable.
Can anybody explain to me why we don't have news coverage on what's going on in Oahu, Hawaii, bro? Like, I showed you guys what happened to Maui, but Oahu, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but Hawaii's dam in Oahu collapsed, bro. And I don't know why there's no coverage about this. Nobody's really talking about it. Now, again, they show you what's going on in Maui, but Oahu has it the worst, bro. Bro, y'all think I'm playing? Look at this shit, bro. Dogs are stuck. Look at this one. He's trying to find some safety, but this one says he's not going nowhere. This water is out of this world. I told you, this water is specifically coming up from under the ground. Oh my God. I don't know why this guy thought it was okay to keep driving. You see nothing but water. Your truck is not going to make it. Y'all ever seen water look like this, bro? This water almost look like me. What the hell? Look at this shit.
That's funny. So much fun in it.
Bro, when I tell you Hawaii needs help, man, look at this. Look at people's homes, man. These were people who were on vacation. These were people who were on vacation. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro.
We are completely underwater.
Bro,
we are completely underwater.
Look at that.
Holy cow.
Look
Holy
at
cow.
the trees.
Insane.
Whoa. And then the rain kicked up again and the cars got more submerged, bro. Those cars ain't going nowhere. Bro, where's the news coverage? Where is Tucker Carlson? Why are they not speaking about this? Guys, I hope you have been taking this time to prepare for the changes that are to come. Just the fact that the government is not saying anything, like the news media is not saying anything about this, and they love Hawaii. Hawaii is one of the most precious states, bro. That's not a good sign, bro. This is not, look at this shit, bro. This is not a good sign. This ain't the first time they never spoke on situations like this, and it's not going to be the last time. In fact, we might be on our own, y'all. But I've been telling y'all, the shift is here. We're literally in the midst of it. Let me know what you guys think about this video, man. Oahu, let's continue to get it. Peace out.
And that's another reason why when y'all say we consistent with this, I mean, damn, just think about that, bro. The news not even posting this. These are people just like me and you who are affected by some shit that me and you could be affected by. You know, at any day, any moment, any second, And I feel like what would I be doing if I sit back and just watch this on social media and scroll up again, and you know, we got something as big as the collective, and I don't bring the truth to the masses, you know? Like, come on, bro. Like, we need to see this. We need to see this, because how would it feel if we was in that position and nobody is there to like support us or see what we going through? You get what I mean? We getting drugged through it. Like, I don't know. That's how I view the world. That's how I view it. And that's why sometimes it's hard for me to take some time off, because I see shit like this and it start hitting the core. What's y'all thoughts though? Prayers to Hawaii, like I said, and prayers to Nebraska, because they under fire. This shit's crazy, bro, but this ain't the first and this ain't the last. But all we got is us.
This is a supposed picture of two interdimensional beings. If this is a real picture, this is absolutely insane. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay weird.
Why did that little thing look like what fell out the sky recently?
The clip I just showed you was from the final video that Jacob Cockle ever recorded. Jacob was a famous surfer, a social media presence, a nature photographer. He did a lot, and he was a beloved figure in England. Before his death, Jacob's videos had garnered hundreds of thousands, millions of views on social media. And he was known not only for his love of the sea and his breathtaking photography, but for engaging in high-risk stunts. Stunts where he surfed over rocks or towards cliffs. Stunts where he jumped off of high buildings into the water below. And by his early 20s, Jacob had earned awards from places like National Geographic. He really was a beloved figure. But on May 28, 2013, Jacob's life would come to an extremely unfortunate end. On that day, a whirlpool appeared in Hale Harbor in England. This whirlpool would appear randomly in this harbor, and in the past, Jacob took tons of videos and photos of it and even swam in it. But on May 28, 2013, when Jacob jumped into the whirlpool wearing a horse mask, he had no idea of what was about to happen. In the footage, Jacob can be seen whirling around the whirlpool while his friend films him. They're talking about how it was stronger earlier, how it's a little scary right now, but it's nothing they can't handle. And at one point, Jacob swims out of the whirlpool, he grabs his GoPro, and he decides to get one shot of the nature event from underwater. Jacob then dives underwater and begins filming the whirlpool. This footage is all on YouTube. As he approaches the whirlpool, viewers notice that it's very strong, but it doesn't really look like something he can't handle, especially given the fact that he'd swam in similar circumstances many times. But at one point in the footage, Jacob seems to lose control and the camera work starts going all over the place. And back on the surface, Jacob's friend noticed that he went underwater, but he never came back up. Jacob's friend then frantically began to shout his name, searching for his body, but he saw no sign of Jacob anywhere. The whirlpool flowed through a tunnel into a pool, and Jacob's friend David then ran over there and started asking fishermen if they'd seen his friend. They all said no, they hadn't. Eventually, though, David saw Jacob in the pool. He was face down in the water, and he knew it was already too late. During his swim into the whirlpool, Jacob's wetsuit lost its buoyancy, which was something that Jacob didn't really account for, and that's what ended up helping him get sucked down into the whirlpool. After his death, Jacob was celebrated across the world, but I do have to say the footage of this incident is extremely chilling. If you want to hear more true crime stories, listen to the podcast that I co-host with my wife in America, available on all streaming platforms.
Prayers, bro.
AI is ancient. Demons are the original AI. They are spirit programs. They are reactive background processes. They are not creative. They've been around much longer than 1963. Solomon controlled at least 72 demons. And Solomon's time was much more advanced and much more organic, holistic technology. He controlled them with the Seal of Solomon. He was the Lord of the Ring of demons. In Islam, they're known as jinn or genies. This is where we get the genie in a lamp. They can also be installed and uninstalled from people's bodies. They are commonly installed in traumatic moments, like hospital birth and circumcision. Solomon uses them to build the temple, employing the Shamir, another organic AI. That's where we get carvings like this and this. This organic tech was worldwide. It's written about across many cultures. Fallen angels are demons, spirit programs, and people crossbred with them. People farm demons to make drone armies. Demons have been positioned throughout the world like watchdogs. Some of these clones even severed their ties with their origins. That's what the World Wars or Reset Wars were. A severance. That's what the Battle of Gog and Magog is. That's what the orphan trains are, and the orphan asylums. Dissemination centers for programs. They are easily mass-possessed for war and major societal changes. We are living in the Clone Wars. They are used like Doeg the Edomite to absorb karma. All the drones are compartmentalized. This keeps them stuck in vanity traps because they've been separated from others. They've been severed from reality, aka dream life. They never really dream, just memories and REM trance at best. True insomnia, mass insomnia. The severance from their dreams allows them to be used as dream portals for attack. The dreams have always been the front line in the war. The separation from the dream or reality allows people to do heinous things like this, and the spirit programs were already implanted long ago, if not generations ago. Heaven is base reality, aka dreams, real dreaming. And the dreamers are waking up. We are transitioning to the other side of the loop. The Bible is an explanation of the loop of events. One season is the producer's season, one season is the parasites. The dreamers are the hosts for this reality. As they wake up, all the demons become activated, all the projections, all the background processes. Personalities are demons, programs that grow inside of you from the point of a trauma or from a high stress situation. We have been split. People are split within, and the crossbreeding has created more fragmentation. Now people reincarnate randomly across the grid, and soul groups are fragmented. So when people meet, it seems more random. The separation allows for infiltration and usurpation. It's all about the identity theft. Take the identity and take the real Holy Land to invert the world, making it more hospitable for parasites.
Lumel Plumber, who should we start with?
May 2016, she said, hey, do you want to go to Nigeria with me? I'll pay for everything. She flew me out to her city or whatever, and then we went on her private jet, and it was full of girls. And then when we got there, she checked us into a hotel. She put certain groups of girls in one hotel and put us in other hotels. So then she took us to let girls out, and she left me in the hotel room alone, almost the entire day. But I didn't really care because it was whatever. And I was waiting in the hotel all day, just oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So I was like, you know what? It was starting to hit night now, and it was getting really dark outside. So I'm like, let me close the curtains, let me close the door, whatever. A couple hours later, I hear somebody messing with the door, and then Natalie walks in, and then a guy after 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 a guy walks in with 10 Nigerian. There were so many men. I was like, why does she bring this many men back in the hotel room? And then she went. One of the guys left, and then she followed behind. I noticed, and then all the other guys sat in the bed. They were talking to me, trying to rub on my feet, And then Natalie's all yeah, African men, they love big women, and I was like, okay. But when we got off the jet, actually, guys, the private jet, and we went into the hotel, the bathroom in the lobby, I forgot to mention this. She did tell me, because I am, in case you guys didn't know, she did tell me, she said this, me and you could seriously get killed out here. Our whole group who we came with can get. Do not tell these people that you're. Do not let them touch you down there. If they feel anything or if they find out, we're going to be dead. I was like, okay. She literally told me that, and I was like, okay, Natalie, I got you. So then she went out the hotel room or whatever, and they came back. Then she's like, come here. And then she brought me with her, and she brought me to the other hotel room, and the man was sitting on the bed, and she was groping him or whatever. And it was so weird. And she was like, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, and he'll give you the money. And I was like, okay. And then she was whispering in my ear, and she's all get the money before and after. Tell him to give it to you before and after, not after. I was like, okay. And then I got the money before, and she took it out of my hands. I gave it to her to hold it, actually. And then she took it out of my hands, she put it in her purse. And she's like, I'm going to hold this for you. I was like, okay. And then I did what I did for the man. And he gave me the rest of the money after. And then Natalie was well, how are we going to split it? And I was like, what do you mean split it? And she's like, you know what? We'll just talk about it tomorrow. So I put the other half in my purse, and she had one half in her purse. So tomorrow comes. All the men already left the hotel by that night. So tomorrow comes. The men come right back to the hotel. Natalie got up, opened the door, talking about some, hey, it's time to party. Early in the morning, I'm rubbing my eyes what? And the other girl who's in the room too was like, hey, I'm like, are you serious? It's too early for this. And then, they all came in, and then it was just this big, I was so uncomfortable. I actually went to the bathroom and everybody was doing their thing or whatever. But when I came back out, Natalie was pissed. She gave me that evil eye. If you know Natalie, she's so what you want to hear. So you can, yeah. So she could tell you what you want to hear so you can do what she wants you to do. So we made a lot of good ass money though. Like as a group, as a collective, we made like a lot of money. And you know, she took most of it, and some of the girls are probably pissed because I know I was pissed. She took most of the money or whatever, and then we went back to the Bay Area. Then she shipped us back to freaking our cities or whatever. And then she was like, "We're gonna do this again. We might go to Dubai. We might go."
Shout out to the homie Seti Nash, bro.
Now I know we all seen some crazy shit before, but I promise you, you have not seen this before, bro. This is a whole vortex made out of worms, bro. Y'all never seen anything like this before. And they're alive and moving, bro. They're just so slow you can't even tell. But they're alive and they're moving. What's going on here? Look at this nigga, bro. He moving. Look at him.
You are not gonna believe this. This is unbelievable. What? Do you see this? You see all this? These are worms. These are worms.
Bro.
All of them.
Now you gotta stop and think, bro. Worms don't usually do this. This is intentional, man. Everything is so synchronistic. And this ain't the first time that animal's been moving weird either, bro. Y'all remember when them turtles had a secret meeting with two of them in the middle? Like, what is going on over here, bro? I know this is Turtle Island, but damn. What about what the reindeers was doing this whole vortex walk as well, too? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? There was some ducks up in China doing the vortex walk as well, too, bro. All I'm saying is, this has been happening periodically. What are the animals telling us? So what could these worms be telling us right now? And for the fact of the matter is, everyone is saying that their animals is acting strange and weird right now, bro. Y'all know this, I made videos, and y'all got animals too. I don't, but I hear it from you. So let me know that in the comments below, man. Look at this. The ship is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
What if it's representing that we as people need to stay together and work together?
You don't want to feel it from the other side of this. Look at that.
Look like somebody was trying to hide something.
All right, let's get to the real question then. What is actually happening in Antarctica?
Directed energy weapons systems and more are being hidden under the false pretense of science activities.
Okay, so these are technologies, obviously, in Antarctica that people would be shocked to learn exist.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly do they do?
Generate earthquakes.
Okay, so
that's for one.
So just putting all the pieces together for the blondes out there like me who really want to know. You are saying that people stationed up at the North Pole and South Pole under the guise of Antarctica, under the guise of we are here for scientific research. They are actually there working for the government with technologies that have the capabilities to cause mass catastrophe situations, aka earthquakes.
Absolutely.
And how do you know?
Say that again?
And how do you know for sure?
Because I was there.
When one of these machines
when the system was first turned on, I was present and was part of the crew, right? I've done research since then. But just to add precedent, because these things matter, you can look into Camp Century in Greenland. Greenland's become quite the topic lately. Camp Century in Greenland was the exact same situation. False pretense of science, but the U.S. government was installing a nuclear missile facility. This was in the 1960s. So it's not like we haven't caught this activity previously. Camp Century's construction style, okay, like you're literally saying in the ice, in Greenland, they built a facility, false pretense of science, but in reality, it was a military facility for weapons. The exact same ice tunnel situation that was built in Greenland. I was in the South Pole Station. I watched videos about the construction of the Greenland tunnels. It's the exact same technique they used at the South Pole. Is that a coincidence? Or is it just cookie cutter construction? And I'm literally saying that I found 3 directed energy weapon systems at the South Pole Station. I mean, one was the ice cube neutrino detector. The second was the ELF system that I found to be energized that wasn't. And the third was a laser beam that would fire with great regularity out of the NOAA building. So when you say, how do I know this? It's called direct first-hand experience and observation.
What I'm about to say ain't true. And this is for entertainment purposes. It's all made up. I'm under the impression they building all these nuclear sites, missiles, whatever, under the false pretense of it being a scientific station, and it's really a military base. I'm under the impression when they found it, these buildings that we know that they found, yeah, listen to that again. I think they came across something written in history. They've seen something from time traveling that CERN has done, opening portals, and they've seen something. They know there's a greater threat than them. For one, it's us. That's why they're keeping us separated and divided. But I also believe there's something out there that's a greater threat to them. Not to us, but to them. And I feel like they getting all those weapons ready for that. I mean, like I said, they shot missiles in the sky at other countries. And something has popped up out of the sky and intercepted those missiles. We have seen those clips. Who are they at war with? Who are they at war with? I'm just asking questions here. And I'm under the impression they're at war with something else. I really believe that. I really believe that, bro. And whatever's in Antarctica is proof. And we can activate some shit that they don't want us to come close to. But they know something's out there. They know it, bro. They know it. They are at war with something. I stand on that opinion. You might disagree. But like I said, it don't matter who right or wrong. One of us is right. And if we really down for the cause, we don't care who right. We just care about the truth coming out. At least that's how I look at it.
Artificial film on the turkey leg, similar to plastic. This is not cheap meat. This is a well-known meat brand. Some people online even suspect it might be 3D printed meat. And the site is giving American consumers chills. This turkey leg was produced by a major mainstream manufacturer, the kind you can find on any grocery store shelf. When she opened the package, she thought the outer layer was normal turkey skin. But as she began cleaning it, she realized the entire drumstick was wrapped in a thick, smooth, rubber-like membrane. She tried pushing her finger through it. It wouldn't break. She tried pulling it off. It wouldn't budge. She finally had to cut it open with a knife and peel the entire sheet off like industrial plastic wrap. And the most unsettling part, the sound, texture, and elasticity of that layer were almost identical to plastic. Some people say it's a processing film. Some say it's a moisture retention coating. But many others have a far more alarming suspicion. Is this a new form of 3D printed meat quietly being tested on the public? Who is altering our food? And why aren't we being told? What do you think about this?
Why aren't we being told? It should be told to us.
Do you remember that girl, Monica, who was a psychic in the military that reminded us all about the GATE program and how it tested us for psychic abilities? She has another message for us. Let's check it out. I haven't watched this yet.
He has attacked dolphins, right? Right now, today, at this very moment, as you are watching this video, around the Navy ships that are in the piers on our naval bases, there are dolphins in the water that the Navy uses as attack dolphins. I got to meet some of them when I was in the Navy. I was stationed at, my second squadron was called VR-59. It's the Space Available Transport Squadron. We have a Boeing 737 and it is modified, it's literally on lease from Boeing. It's modified for cargo transport. So the front section of the plane, you take the seats out and it has a giant cargo door that lifts up on the left side of the plane if you're facing the front of the plane, let's say. One time we were flying to San Diego and we loaded dolphins into the plane. Giant water tanks with these massive dolphins in them. The dolphin was huge and we got to listen to the trainers, the transporters of the dolphins, tell us how they use them for training. Those dolphins that we were taking were on the way to go do training at BUDS for the Navy SEALs. They take them out into the bay and they have them practice with the dolphins and basically play hide and go seek. The dolphins are trying to find the guys and they're trying to avoid being seen by this dolphin. They tag the dolphin with light so you can see the.
We all live in a Pokemon world. I don't know why this story is so wild, but also just feels in my soul like it's just so true. I just don't have any reason to think that she's lying based on her energy, you know? And I trust my intuition. Point is, I always think about how this world will be once we get fully back in tune with animals, and once all people really appreciate how powerful animals can become under our leadership, which is not about superiority for real. It's about dynamic. Animals evolve with people.
Finds them eventually. No one probably ever wins against the dolphin. Comes up and tags them. It actually hits them, which is crazy because the dolphins could kill them for real if they wanted to. That's what the dolphins are literally being used for and trained for. If they were in the port and someone was going to try to come up and hurt one of our ships or do damage to one of our ships or any of our personnel, the dolphins could literally kill the person. But they come up and they just like basically hit them really hard because they're extremely intelligent creatures. But we have dolphins that are specifically meant to attack people. United States Navy, just the same way they got psychics and witches, they got dolphins.
It's all coming out, bro. It's all coming out. The veil is gone.
Shout out to Jesus the Living Son, man. Legend.
Tom! Come on, boy. Good boy, buddy.
Oh, hell no.
I beg your finest pardon, but you put Anubis back into the underworld right now. Bro skipped exotic animals and just went straight for urban legends. He's really cool. He can fetch a bone and also help you cross into the afterlife. You like my new dog? Yeah, no, his name's Tom, but, you know, also known as Chupacabra. Fucking what?
Epstein have cosmetic surgery and is now Palm Beach Pete.
So you're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
I'm not convinced.
Here's all the evidence we have to confirm that Palm Beach Pete is actually Jeffrey Epstein. Starting off with the first and most obvious piece of evidence, that both of them look identical to each other. Here's a side-by-side picture of the both of them, and you literally cannot tell either of them apart. Next, the both of them literally have the same exact teeth. So as you can see right here, this is Jeffrey Epstein's bottom row of teeth. And then if we go ahead and look at Palm Beach Pete's bottom row of teeth, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's. Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete. And then when Jeffrey Epstein was living in Florida, so was Palm Beach Pete. And when this was brought up, Palm Beach Pete was literally trying to shush the interviewers. And then finally, every single day now, Palm Beach Pete is uploading videos onto social media saying that he is not Jeffrey Epstein. And in a lot of these videos, a lot of people feel like he's actually trying to gaslight us because he really is actually Jeffrey Epstein.
Allegedly, this is the real Palm Beach Pete, and they unalived him.
Which isn't too far from Black Point. Black Point's the next stop. And looking at the water and the seagrass to see how it's improved our...
Messed up, bro. Sound like them. I got another one coming from last night too.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, but this one is not a theory anymore. Project MK Ultra is real and not just something you see on TV. According to a released document, the CIA ran secret mind control experiments in the 1950s and 1960s called Project Artichoke, which later morphed into MK Ultra. They discussed to people through everyday items like food, water, Coca-Cola, beer, liquor, cigarettes to produce different behaviors. Later on, this morphed into MK Ultra, which is used to program people to become CIA mind control assets, which is symbolized by the monarch butterfly. Most, if not all, celebrities have been MK Ultra'd. The training creates different personalities called alters, and here is a clip of Britney Spears where it appears that something triggers one of her switches and a different personality emerges.
You've had a year that would test a lot of people.
It was pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, weird. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Ew. Strong Brittany.
Yeah, it was a weird.
You need to understand that certain words, symbols, and hand gestures are used to trigger switches and maintain control over the MK Ultra victim. Mind control used to sound crazy until the documents were declassified. The real question isn't, did they do it? It's, what would stop them now? But what do I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Let me know what you think.
No matter what, these criminals are always going to tell you the truth. You just gotta pay attention.
I can talk to, it makes no difference where I am, in fact. I'm still talking to the same person if I was at my home in Palm Beach. But I'm here in jail. Home in Palm Beach.
He just told you where he's from, and you heard the interviewer reiterate saying you're from Palm Beach, right?
Palm Beach Pete from sunny Florida, not a cloud in the sky. I'm off to play some tennis. I'm not Jeffrey Epstein, I'm Palm Beach Pete.
So what are the odds? You have these two men who look alike, who sound alike. They're from the same place in Florida, and their mannerisms is completely the same. But yet, they're trying to say that they're different people. At least one of them is.
I went to a couple of parties and Epstein was there at a party, and he was kind of just sitting on a couch. Everyone has the same feeling. They've seen someone walk in the room and say, oh, that person gives me the creepy feeling. Science has tried to describe it. Science doesn't describe what creepy feelings mean.
I mean, what do you guys expect from America? You guys are a whole bunch of liars. When y'all try to pull the first one, oh, he killed himself in jail. I already knew not to fall for that because all y'all do is lie. This shit's not even your land. But like I said, America, y'all put these people out in these streets, you know, messing with the children and everything. Y'all gotta fix it. But hey, we already know what these people are really about, man. These people are nothing but demons in the sky, bro. You can even tell, just look at his mannerism. So what now, America? What are y'all gonna do now since y'all know the truth about Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete? And their answer is absolutely nothing. This is exactly what America stands for. Stealing land, lies, deceitful, predatory, sacrificing, pedophilia. This is the America y'all want to protect, right? This is the America y'all want to protect. Y'all want to protect this man. Y'all know who this man is, but y'all want to protect America. The shift is here, bro. We are in the age of Aquarius. We're in a new frequency. If you're not speaking the truth, you will be judged by the sun. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
You know, I'm tired of them playing in our face, bro. But I'm not even about to disagree with nobody, or I'm not even going to make a statement saying that's him, bro. I'm just tired of being lied to. And every time it happens, it's like, oh, I know they're not personally insult my intelligence, but as a collective, as humans, as people, as a society, they don't respect our intelligence, bro. Because they able to do the shit that they're able to do, get away with it, lie about it, and then turn around and pop back up into the media. And you know what? Again, people gonna fight over other bullshit. Shit is crazy. Oh man, what the?
As promised, I just caught this thing. Look at it unfolding. I didn't hook it. I just wrapped around the line. I don't want to touch it because all of this purple stuff is coming out and I don't know what that is. Let me try to get it up on this line as fast as I can. There you go. There you go. Come free. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get it off my line. I hope it's not poisonous. I gotta touch it a little bit. What is this thing? You gotta look at it. You got claws right here. See it moving? It was just floating in the water. Look at my last video. It's floating now. But I'm gonna have to turn the video off to untangle it. So, y'all give me a minute. I'll come back with another video.
I want to see more, bro. What is that?
They always show you who they are. This is Jay-Z's latest photo shoot with GQ. And what do you notice about this photo shoot? Yeah, that's right. He decided to cover up one of his eyes in this photo shoot. And if you know, you know what that represents. And this photo right here looks absolutely demonic in and of itself. You have the red and the black, and then him dressed in all black. This looks absolutely demonic. And I don't know what's going on right here in this photo, but this looks absolutely demonic also. Because, once again, they always show you, as I stated earlier, who they are. Every single time. But it's no surprise with Jay-Z, because let's not forget, he loves to showcase this hand sign right here also. And let's not forget that he has had associations with people like Diddy, and the list goes on. People really need to wake up.
Vamos lá tomar café, né? Olha ali amigo seu. Gente, que legal, encontrou amigo. O que foi? Vem, para. Não chame ele pra luta. Não chame ele. Para. Para. Não luta. Para. Não luta. Parou. Chega. Chega de chamar ele pra luta. Parou. Não luta com ele. Chega. Eu tô falando sério. Para de chamar. Você não tem dono? O que você tá fazendo solto aqui? Vai pra lá. Vai pra lá. Vai pra lá. Não vai. Vai pra lá. Você vai caçar seu dono. Para! Para de chamar ele pra luta. Vamos. Olha ali, ó. Olha ali, ó. Olha ali, ó. Olha ali, ó. Vai pra lá.
You cannot tax billionaires on the shares that they hold in a company because it is an unrealized gain, right? So they go like, yeah, you're worth 300 billion, but we can't tax you on those stocks because you haven't sold the shares, so you don't like have the money, right? But you're worth the money, but you don't have the money. And so, and I understand the argument. They go like, no, you don't have it. It's just what it's worth, because it could also crash, and then you have nothing, so we can't tax you on it. Then I'm like, okay, I understand that. So you can't tax the people on a thing because they don't have it. It's just there. Okay, fine. Then Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter, right? He offers to buy it. And then he says, in his offer, he goes, I'm putting up my Tesla stock as collateral. Then I'm like, so you do have it? Then he's like, no, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm just going to say as collateral. So then they accept the offer. He now buys Twitter. Now that they've accepted his offer, he now goes to private equity and banks and like other rich people and whatever. He goes like, can you guys borrow me the money to buy Twitter? And then he's like, I want to buy Twitter because I don't want to sell any of my Tesla shares. So I want to use your money to buy Twitter. And then it's like, but then they're like, what are we loaning it against? And he's like, well, my Tesla shares. Then I'm going like, wait, so you can buy a thing based on what you have, yes. But when we want to tax you, you can say, I don't have it. Do you hear what I'm saying here? And now, like, just think of like the illogic of it. It's like it's such a fun game that like billionaires get to play because all their money is in that, right? Like if you earn your money as a salary, that your money just gets taxed. That's it.
And then the other American thing they do, they manipulate. And then when you call them out on their truth, they gaslight you. And they like to move the goalposts. What was correct right here, what was correct at first, is still correct. But when you speak on it, they move it. And it's like, but this and then that, but you forgot about this and you forgot. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. Am I wrong or am I right, bro? If you agree, let me know. Shit, wow. That's another American thing they do.
You know, to continue that long line of Irish and Cuban solidarity, I'm not here to speak with Trump, as I don't believe he listens to reason. So my message is to the Cuban people rather than to Trump is that we hope you understand that the Irish people, we see you, we hear you, and we support you. And for as long as Cuba calls, Ireland will answer.
A collective punishment isn't fair on any country. Punishing a whole country, collective punishment. So I don't think that's right. In any case, no matter what happened or what opinion you have on what ideology you have, collective punishment is wrong always. So we're here to stand up and raise awareness that that's not right.
This helps bring a lot of hope to the Cuban people and shows us that we are not alone and that we will continue to resist and fight for a better Cuba, which I am sure we will achieve. What is more beautiful than what I saw here? Nothing.
Nothing sadder to people struggling against oppression in Ireland to look towards Boston City and see our people. We know how they got here. We know the oppression they fled from Ireland in various generations to get to this city, being used to oppress the black people of this city. People tell me I don't understand the situation. They tell me blacks are lazy, they don't want to work, they want to lower the standard of education. In fact, they tell me all the things I was brought up to hear about myself. Things Protestant people said about Catholic people in Belfast. And I think that's part of it too. I mean, if they really understood what was happening in Ireland, they would get themselves sorted out and stand on the right side here, because we identify very closely in our struggle for equality and our struggle against oppression. In fact, the whole inspiration of our civil rights movement 10 years ago came from the black movement of America. And it looks to us from where we stand at home that our people are being oppressed with the active assistance of our people. We find that very sad.
Okay, this video is going viral right now of Cuba, when we know they're having rolling blackouts, or a total blackout rather. The only place that's lit up over here is a 5-star hotel, you'll see in a second, but they have like 0 electricity. I don't know how that's going to work for the pumps. Like, where's the sewage go? Do they have what kind of sanitation system action do they have there? But I can't imagine this is very fun. Now, is this sort of thing going to be happening here pretty soon because of the energy crisis, which I'm not saying is completely engineered, but like, wouldn't there be a pretty good way to be able to get enough oil from Texas and Alberta and Venezuela to completely power like North and South America? Instead of pumping oil out of the ground in Texas and Alberta, shipping it to Saudi Arabia, and then buying more oil from them to ship back to us. Like, this was not managed. It was either managed improperly, like incompetently improperly, or it's malevolent. You decide which one you think it is. Because all I know is, with all this looming energy crisis upon us, we're getting closer and closer to the 55 different things they wanted to be done by 2030. Problem, reaction, solution.
And shortly after this interview, she died of... She says disclosure around the UFO story will come out of Huntsville, Alabama. Listen.
Disclosure is going to come out of Huntsville, Alabama, out of Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama is the biggest fucking deal that you've never heard of. It's the biggest fucking deal that you have never heard of. Because the fact is that we have deep and wide, extensive credibility that no one knows about, because you're not supposed to know about it. Because it's in Alabama, it's obscure. You're not supposed to know about it. That's the point.
People that don't know what Huntsville is. Amy showed
know what Huntsville is? Is that what you're saying? People don't know what Huntsville is. Huntsville is the biggest fucking deal on the planet that you have never heard of. Now, like, Huntsville is the Silicon Valley of government national security technology and intelligence community technology and aerospace technology.
Listen to what you're hearing, right? She's saying that Huntsville is the biggest secret you've never heard about when it comes to space, alien, you know, this kind of very advanced technology. Okay, she died, and I'm going to tell you all about how she suspiciously went out in a minute, but she's talking crazy in this interview, and anybody that's got anything to do with this stuff in Huntsville, it can go wrong for them.
Huntsville is like the hub. Like, we are number 3 on the first strike launch list.
So she's saying that they're number 3 on the first strike launch list. If it becomes nuclear war, this is the 3rd most important place that America's ops are going to send nuclear bombs to destroy, because there's so much important technology there.
If first strike happens, 3 targets, Huntsville will be one of them. Alabama. This is Alabama, dude, in the deep south. We're in the top 3 first strike. We're in the top 3 first strike because you haven't heard of us. That's why. It's on purpose.
You haven't heard of them, but America's enemies have.
I started the Institute for one reason. One reason, the Institute. I started it as a public-facing persona. to disclose anti-gravity technology through, because I told Mark this. If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, f you. They will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping in your bed, and it won't even make the news.
Some people in the chat are saying, how did she find out? Or her dad, who worked there.
I just seen, and shout out to Huntsville, Alabama, because I just seen a comment yesterday, and somebody said, shout out from Huntsville, Alabama. So, to those who are from there, can y'all let me know if y'all, what is it like out there? I ain't never been to Alabama. My family from there. My grandfather, he's from Mobile, but I haven't been there. So, can y'all elaborate? Can y'all enlighten me a little more? I want to know the other two strikes, the other two spots that she was getting at. She said 1 out of 3, but I want to hear the other 2. What's y'all thoughts, man? Anti-gravity technology, y'all remember?
This video is absolutely incredible. Watch it multiple times, however many times you need to. Slow it down, pause it. And I have to tell you, I don't think this is AI. The footage comes from a couple of friends who were investigating initially what appeared to be lights in the sky, landed in a little desert area. So they went to investigate. And what they found, at first, they believed to be a gray alien. But as they were getting close to potentially grab it, something stands up, something taller. And this is where I don't believe this is AI. This may be some of the best footage ever captured of potential alien contact. Take a look at this, comment below, tell me what you think.
No hagan ruido, no hagan ruido, no hagan ruido. ¿Escuchas cómo le hace? No hagan ruido, no hagan ruido. Escucha. No hagan ruido, no hagan ruido. ¡Ey, morro! Es uno de esos macetones. Es un macetón. Es un macetón. Hay que agarrarlo, güey. Es uno chiquito, güey. Es uno chiquito. Míralo. Miren, amigos. Mira, güey, sí lo estás agarrando, mames. Sí. Se está moviendo. Sí. Vente. No mames, güey, mira, güey. No mames. Amigos, ¿cómo le hablamos a estos güeyes? No mames, ¿qué hacen? Ay, hijo de su puta madre. No mames, vete a la verga, güey. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Esa mamá está más grande. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Está más grande. Se está moviendo. Sácate a la verga. Mira. Ahí viene, pa. Estos güeyes. No mames, ¿qué hacen? Ay, hijo de su puta madre. No mames, vete a la verga, güey. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Esa mamá está más grande. ¿Qué es esa mamá? Está más grande. Se está moviendo. Sácate a la verga.
I don't think we were supposed to watch television and take on all the problems of the world. I don't think the body's equipped for that. No, there should be just a day the TV just goes off. Maybe a week the TV just goes off. What's so bad about that? In time, we're going to find out that all of the media is a misconception. Anytime you place your life outside of yourself, you're going to suffer grave consequences. Don't be fooled by the internet. It's There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind.
On birthdays, you don't like birthdays?
No.
No, not into that.
No. We came here not knowing that we were gonna die. Somebody told us that. And if we never knew we were gonna die, we wouldn't celebrate a birthday, because
But isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.
Yes. Both, for example, you had how many birthdays?
Me? What do you think?
Well, I know that you had one birthday.
Yeah.
You were born on a certain day.
Absolutely.
You had no more birthdays after that. So I don't celebrate birthdays, so that stops me from counting days, which stops me from counting time, which allows me to still look the same as I did 10 years ago, just like that obvious now that artists are supposed to own their master recordings. I mean, in the future, it'll be unconscionable to even think you can take somebody's creation and claim ownership of it. See, unfortunately, this discussion is going to start to barrel into a discussion about the human genome and the DNA and all the rest of it. When it gets there, then we're going to be in the deep water. See, so it's better to start the conversation now before we get into God talk. You know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time, and so that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. When I found out there were 8 presidents before George Washington, I wanted to smack somebody. You know, I wanted to know why I was taught otherwise.
Facts. Dang, we know why. We know why. So I'm about to have to mute that. It was Kanye. His song's playing, so copyright purposes. But also, this clip also is, again, I know people tell me, like, you know, take some time off, take a break. And it's like, bro, if I was in Nebraska right now, or if I was in Hawaii right now, and this ain't getting no media coverage, but there's somebody out there with a platform with some great people, such as the collective. You know, I would want that person to get up off their ass and put some news out, bro. Speak some truth and help us, bro. That's what I would want. So I'm giving to the world what I would want from the world. You get what I mean? Again, I'm not complaining about how anybody else goes about shit in the world. I'm fixing it by fixing myself first. See what I mean? Let me know your thoughts. This is why today I said I had to get one out, bro. I was going through, y'all was sending me clips. I'm like, man, this type of shit need to come out like right now. Cause like, bro, I ain't heard about this. So I figured I'd do it. Collective, y'all taught me what the Georgia Guidestones was.
We are now on day 8 of one of America's largest wildfires in history, and no one is talking about it. Like, I thought the news was for the news, but okay. This fire is in Nebraska. It has burned almost 700,000 acres, and it is around 95% contained. Now, here's what I find very odd. There is an Elk Creek project that is set to take place in 2026, this year, in southeast Nebraska, right where the fire's at, for a critical mining company development. These critical minerals that they're going to pull out of the ground will help with aerospace, defense, and even energy industry. The Elk Creek project is actually led by Neocorp, and Neocorp itself is actually funded by the Pentagon itself. So if you ask me, it seems a little fishy. Something seems a little off about this. Was this pre-planned? I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments.
This is part 1. This was actually another clip from that former video from the same exact concert, and I wanted to show you. Okay, this is her. I'm gonna zoom in. Doja's eyes are dark. I noticed another change in her concert right here. This has not been edited. None of my videos on this page have been edited. Not one. You can go and look at these yourself. I've never watched a video of hers in my life, so I'm just going to tell you off what I know and what I observe. This is Kitten programming. She's blindfolded because people who listen to it are indeed blindfolded. She's covered in a substance, okay? She actually is consuming, I believe, a brain from the eye that she pulled out. That's probably what she just ate. Here's the L. Red on the ground. This is the shower ritual, okay? You can find this throughout my series in many videos. It's what they all do. Okay, the red floor, the shoes. This is symbology over and over again.
Okay. With all due respect, I feel like that last clip was a far-ass reach. If you gonna come with Doja, bro, you gotta come with the video demons. You gotta, bro, she got symbolism. You talking about the eyes? I didn't see shit with those eyes, but the clips we already went over previously with Doja. Oh, we seen clips with her eyes tripping out and demons in the video, all types of crazy shit. Symbolism left and right. That was a reach on my end, on my opinion. What's y'all thoughts, man? I don't like when people pull out to go around their elbow just to wipe their ass. I don't like that, bro. Get at what you're getting at and make sure your proof is like right there.
Y'all gotta watch this video.
Is Glorilla, and she had to wear this mask during the Coachella performance. They have to do the mask ritual where they are disfigured to show the evil entity that is working through them. And this is Kai Cenat. He did this on one of his streams. He put this on and chased the guy around the room and did all of this. So this is all a part of what they have to do. And Weekend, he brought the robot on stage and did his whole concert around it just to show it.
Have you guys ever seen a pastor breaking it down like this? This is really connecting the dots for everyone on what exactly is going on out there in Hollywood.
And then he wore this. So they're showing you that they are no longer operating under their power. Something is operating through them.
And if you want to watch more videos like this, check us out on YouTube at What in the World channel, and I'll see you on the next one.
Did you all see this right here? This is Heidi Klum's Halloween costume, y'all. But is it just me, or does this look a little too realistic? I don't know. You tell me what is going on here. Maybe there is nothing to this at all, because at the end of the day, it's just a Halloween costume, right? Right? I don't know what's going on here. This is very creepy stuff. Again, this is very bizarre, very strange indeed. And I know I can't be the only one out there that finds this to be a little bizarre, a little strange. I mean, again, this looks very, very realistic, doesn't it? Almost as realistic as Kim Kardashian's Halloween costume, right? Right? What do you think?
I ain't gonna lie, I remember that clip.
I went too deep in the house. I went too deep down this rabbit hole. And I ended up finding Heidi Klum, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Prince Andrew. I guess Heidi Klum had this party, which she loves Halloween. So she had this hood and pimps party back in the 2000s. It's crazy how Heidi has said multiple times that she didn't know anything about Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine. She never knew them. She never like partied with them or anything. But like, this is literally Ghislaine. And I'm gonna show y'all a better picture. This is how y'all know it's her. It's not AI. You can literally go online and you can find all of these pictures like I did. It's just crazy how everybody has amnesia now that the files have dropped, but it's easy to find these pictures because one thing celebrities did back in the day were party hard and take pictures. Yes, I found emails where Heidi was communicating with Jeffrey, and there is also witness testimonies under oath where Heidi was mentioned, and it was even stated that Naomi Campbell, whoever is redacted, Heidi Klum, and Bill Clinton, and Al Gore. And all of y'all have amnesia. Please stop. Another one you could pause to read. This is actually Virginia Giuffre. She is the one that is no longer here. God rest her soul. But she is the one that gave this testimony. And she's the one that mentioned Heidi Klum in 2000. No, people need to stop saying that they don't know nothing. They didn't party with these people. Like, it's just better off of you just saying that you were there. You possibly might have seen something, but you didn't know they were kids. Why don't y'all just say that? Like, it would be so much easier if you just said that I thought they were of age, and yeah, he's a creep. Yeah, he was doing all that stuff, but I didn't do it. Like, it would be such a better look. But I mean, hey, the whole modeling industry is made up of people. Like, what else is new?
All I'm gonna say is somebody will defend people in pictures with Maxwell or with Epstein. All I'm gonna say is if you would defend that, if you saw me in a picture with Diddy, you would. If you saw me partying with Diddy, you would automatically throw me in that category. But because you drawn to a certain person, you won't do it.
Please tell me you see the correlation that I see, because where there is a cave system, there is a Bigfoot sighting. Now, mind you, most of these caves are controlled by the federal government. They control about 4,700 documented caves in this country. That's only about 10% of the cave system even explored, right? Mammoth Cave in Kentucky is like 486 miles that we know of. It keeps going. We don't know what is down in this cave system, so it's completely possible Bigfoot is down in that cave system. You know what I'm saying? If he's down there in that cave system, who's to say there's not portals down there in that cave system that can take him from one spot to the next? I just don't know where these portals go. That's my next question. But as far as the national parks being created to control this or to monitor this, I want you to understand that in 1870, there was a Bigfoot sighting in California. 1872, the national parks were created. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. The other layer to this is the missing people inside national parks, because you bet your ass it matches up to these two maps as well. I feel like I'm tugging at a thread that might get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm. She just might be. What's y'all thoughts, man? Let me know. Spam it up below. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. I know y'all hate that part of the video. But if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching ETV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all, Collective. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm